In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NHL games happening on December 1st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets, as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Penguins versus Philadelphia Flyers. The week in the league starts with a familiar clash as Pittsburgh visits Philadelphia for another round of a rivalry that has stretched across eras. Their last meeting took place on October 28th, where Philadelphia edged out a tight 3-2 shootout on home ice. The same building hosts this matchup, and the home side enters with rhythm, confidence, and a chance to keep its run going. Expectations for Philadelphia were low before the season began, yet the team has pushed well past those forecasts. They ride a 3-game streak, have taken 5 of their past 6, and sit 3 points from the top spot in the conference while holding a game in hand. Their recent form at home has matched that surge. They have taken control of situations early, sustained pressure, and leaned on a structure that has held up in tight moments. Pittsburgh opened the season with speed, then hit uneven ground. They sit at 3-3 in their last 9, a span that includes 2 heavy 5-goal defeats. The lineup is thin, with injuries to Rickard Rakell, Justin Brazeau, and Noel Acciari, and this has strained their ability to create sustained push. They remain competitive on the road, yet the volatility in their recent stretch has overshadowed that steadiness. Philadelphia has collected more points than Pittsburgh and has built more wins at home than Pittsburgh has gathered on the road. Their current run includes 5 wins in 6, built on consistent forechecking and a penalty kill that has stayed sharp. Pittsburgh has dropped 6 of its last 9 and 1 of its last 5 on the road, with gaps appearing in transition and defensive coverage. Philadelphia's play in net has been steady, and their work on special teams has carried weight in key spots. As our first pick for this matchup, the Philadelphia Flyers money line is our full game side pick. Philadelphia averages 2.83 goals per game and converts 17.5% of its power plays. The defense allows 2.79 goals per game and kills 85.1% of opposing power plays. Pittsburgh averages 3.08 goals per game and converts 30.4% of its power plays. The defense also gives up 2.79 goals per game while killing 84.8% of opposing power plays. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Columbus Blue Jackets versus New Jersey Devils. The Columbus Blue Jackets and New Jersey Devils meet on Monday in a Metropolitan Division matchup that carries weight despite the standings gap. The Devils hold second place, and the Blue Jackets sit at the bottom, yet the distance between them is only 6 points, with both clubs having played the same number of games. The need for points shapes the tone of this meeting, and both sides expect a hard skate. New Jersey has played 8 games without Jack Hughes. In that stretch, the club has a 4-4-0 record. The pattern has been steady, with wins and losses trading back and forth. Columbus has moved through a tougher run, posting a 1-2-3 record, and its lone win in that window came in overtime. New Jersey enters this game on home ice for the second straight time, where its form has been strong with a 9-1-1 record. Columbus arrives with 6 road wins on the season and has picked up points despite its slide, yet the group has dropped 4 straight and has not closed games well. The Devils took the first meeting on the road and have won 8 of the past 10 against this opponent. New Jersey came out on the wrong side of its last result at home against Philadelphia, but its play on its own ice has held steady. Columbus sits in a slump and seeks a way out of it, while New Jersey aims to stay in range of the division lead. The facts point in a clear direction when viewed across recent form, head-to-head results, and home performance. As our first pick for this matchup, the New Jersey Devils money line is our full game side pick. The Blue Jackets average 2.8 goals per game and convert 15.5% of their power plays. They allow 3.24 goals per game and kill 75.4% of opposing power plays. Jet Greaves has given up 46 goals on 466 shots, and Elvis Mertzlikins has allowed 32 goals on 301 shots. The Devils average 3.12 goals per game and convert 23.8% of their power plays. They allow 2.96 goals per game and kill 83.3% 3% of opposing power plays. Jacob Markstrom has allowed 41 goals on 325 shots, and Jake Allen has given up 29 goals on 358 shots. The scoring profile for both clubs, matched with the recent data on special teams and goaltending, gives a clear picture of expected pace and pressure. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Winnipeg Jets versus Buffalo Sabres. Winnipeg visits Buffalo for a Monday matchup at KeyBank Center. Winnipeg stopped its skid with a win against Nashville on Saturday, yet its form over recent weeks remains uneven. The Jets hold a road mark of 7-6-0, while the Sabres sit at 8-5-2 on home ice. Buffalo has taken 3 of its last 5 games, although its defensive play still shifts from strong to shaky. Winnipeg ended its slide a few days ago, and that result showed more urgency in its game. Buffalo has produced most of its success at home, with 8 of its 10 victories in its own building. The Jets have struggled in their own zone during their recent slump, and one solid outing does not erase those issues. The current price on Winnipeg does not offer much value in a game that features 2 teams with different levels of consistency. As our first pick for this matchup, the Buffalo Sabres money line is our full game side pick. Winnipeg continues to feel the loss of Connor Hellebuyck. He has not appeared since mid-November and moved to long-term injured reserve last week. Without him, Winnipeg has gone 2-4-0. Eric Comrie and Thomas Milic have both faced tough moments, and the Jets have given up an average of 3.33 goals per game over 6 games without their starter, far higher than his season average of 2.51. Winnipeg's attack still produces chances, with 3 goals or more in 4 of 6 games during his absence. Buffalo's own goaltending has not stabilized the team. Its save percentage sits at .897, and its defense yields 3.4 goals per game. Those numbers open room for Winnipeg to push the pace in the offensive zone. Buffalo's forwards should also find opportunities against either Comrie or Milic. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Anaheim Ducks versus St. Louis Blues. The Anaheim Ducks visit the St. Louis Blues on Monday at the Enterprise Center after a rough night in Chicago. Anaheim built a 3-goal lead, then lost 5-3, which showed the same defensive gaps that have hurt them all year. They entered Sunday allowing 3.25 goals per game, and their structure did not rise in key moments. With no rest, that workload moves straight into a matchup against a St. Louis group that tends to punish open ice. St. Louis has not posted a strong overall record, yet the team has stayed in tight contests. Their last 4 losses came by 1 goal, and 3 reached overtime. They now face an Anaheim team that performs better on home ice than on the road, which gives St. Louis a natural edge. Jordan Binnington has struggled, but his foundation in net remains strong and he can steady his form. The Ducks often respond after a loss, so they can pose a challenge, but the history tilts hard in the other direction. St. Louis has taken the last 10 meetings with Anaheim and has scored at least 4 goals in 8 of those games. Anaheim last won this matchup in December 2021. St. Louis enters this game with points in 8 of its last 10, its best stretch of the season. As our first pick for this matchup, the St. Louis Blues money line is our full game side pick. St. Louis sits at the bottom of the Central Division, yet the team has shown signs of progress with a record of 3-1-1 in its last 5. They hold a 5-5-4 mark at home. Anaheim carries a 6-6-1 road record into a back-to-back after the loss in Chicago. The Ducks have hit totals above 6.5 goals in 4 straight games. Ville Husso is set to take the net, and his presence shapes how open this game can become. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Mammoth versus San Jose Sharks. Utah heads into a Monday night meeting with San Jose at SAP Center after 3 straight 1-goal defeats. The group has stayed sharp, kept its structure, and pushed play, yet the puck has not turned in its favor. The memory of the November 18th meeting hangs over this one. Utah dropped that game by a 3-2 score in overtime, and the chance for a cleaner result now adds extra focus. The earlier matchup turned on one player. All 3 San Jose goals came off the stick of Macklin Celebrini. Utah plans to track him closely in this rematch. His recent form has cooled, with 1 goal in 6 games since that night. Utah's defensive approach gives it a workable path. The team allows a league-low 24 shots against per game. San Jose sits at the opposite end. It gives up a league-high 31 shots per game, which leaves the door open for pressure. Utah failed to score against St. Louis on Saturday, and that shutout may push the skaters to test the Sharks early and for long stretches. As our first pick for this matchup, the Utah Mammoth money line is our full game side pick. San Jose brings an offense that produces 2.81 goals per game. Its power play converts at 18.9%. On the defensive side, it allows 3.19 goals per game and stops 81.1% of opposing power plays. Utah's scoring rate sits at 2.96 goals per game, with a 13.7% power play. The defensive numbers mirror the offense at 2.96 goals allowed per game, supported by an 80.8% penalty kill. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.